What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt Taville with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Mauricio Sulaiman, Tyson Fury, and Oleksandr Usyk. Get this. The WBC calls for increased scoring and video replay in Fury versus Usyk. Okay? The WBC president, Mauricio Sulaiman, wants additional judges and video replay for the May 18th fight between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk for their undisputed championship in the Kingdom of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Instead of 3 judges, Sulaiman wants 5 along with video replay. Had those things been in effect for Fury and Usyk's last fights, they likely would have both lost. And we've have Francis Ngannou fighting Daniel Dubois. Some fans would argue that bad scoring and a blown call by a referee resulted in Fury and Usyk receiving victories they shouldn't have. The WBC champion Fury won a questionable 10-round decision last October against Francis Ngannou that the boxing world thought he lost. For his part, Usyk was dropped in the 5th round last August by Daniel Dubois, but was saved when the referee ruled it as a low blow. If there had been a replay, it would have shown that Dubois hit Usyk with a belt-line shot, which should have resulted in him being given a credit for a knockout, okay? And more eyes on the fight increased judges. Mauricio said, controversy in a fight of this magnitude would be unacceptable, said WBC President Mauricio Sulaiman. We have found through fights done in this system that the more officials that score a fight, the less possibility of a wrong decision. Anybody can have a bad night. If you have one judge that have a bad night and the 2 others get it correct, you still save the fight. You have 2 judges with a difficult fight, and then 1 round can shift the whole result. If you have more officials, then the possibility of wrong scoring goes to a minimum. That's the only intention, to make sure there's no controversy. Okay? Wow. All right. And let me counterpunch. Ooh. I never heard this from Mauricio, and I don't know where he gets this idea from, because to change something now would be like, okay, why now? But then what's at stake? And I would have to say a lot is at stake. Everything is at stake. Every single belt that's there is at stake. This is for everything. So what Mauricio wants, he wants to, hey, let's get video replay. Well, you should have had video replay. But I guess it had to start at some point. So I don't know in boxing if that's allowed. And it does make you wonder, though, where in the hell or why in the hell haven't boxing replay been implemented a long time ago? Okay, we could see stuff like Floyd Mayweather being knocked down by Zab Judah and then re-ruling it as a knockdown. We could have seen when Shane Mosley supposedly knocked down Manny Pacquiao, which it was clearly a slip. Even Kenny Bayless said, hey, I messed up the call. So in that case, you have a referee saying, I made the wrong call. Okay? But then now you do have fights like Dubois versus Usyk. In the 5th round, Usyk went down. I mean, he went down hard. So that shot hurt him. Okay, and he took damn near 4 minutes, 3 minutes and 46 seconds to get up. Okay? And he took it, and the referee gave it to him, though. So you can't really blame Usyk. You got to blame the ref. But I think it's really up to the ref, because not everybody's going to do what Kenny Bayless did in the Pacquiao-Mosley fight. Okay? Luis Pabon, which was the referee that refereed Usyk and Dubois, stood on his heel. He stuck to his guns. He was like, no, that was a low blow. And here's the thing. You really can't shit down his back too quick. Why? Because Other people had it one way. Other people had it another way. So it wasn't just the referee or everyone against the referee. No, a lot of people said, well, below the belt line, below the navel, on the belt line. Is that legal? Well, some of the glove was up by it. Some of the glove was kind of south of that belt line. So yes, it was a debatable topic, and we talked about it for too damn long. But bringing more officials in to help score a fight, that's all. I think that only brings more controversy, because now you have different judges scoring different ways, what they prefer, what they like. If anything, 5 judges would probably be like 3 rounds to 2. But then, I don't know. I don't know if that'll be a good idea. But the video replay, though, is like taking the credibility in the power away from the referee. Now, is that necessarily a good thing? Well, I mean, it could be. It could be. Because even when Frank Warren went before the board, the athletic commission, they were still denied. They still ruled it as, no, it was a low blow. So I think that's up to whoever they bring in there. So Mauricio, saying like, oh, I think we need to bring in more scoring. I think that's kind of suspect all by itself. You know what I mean? Because at that point, this would be something new that you're trying to implement, just like your Bridgerweight idea. And I don't agree with any of them. The replay, sure, but extra judges, the 3 judges should get it right. We've been doing it all this time. Now, all of a sudden, you want to bring in 2 other judges, and I don't believe in judges having an off night. What the hell? You didn't get enough sleep? You're not training for nothing. You just have to have a proper amount of rest and know what the hell you're scoring and know what you're doing. Okay, instead of, oh, well, hey, they had an off night. No, I think they had a corrupted night. That's what I think. I don't think, oh, it's an off night from the judges got it wrong. Well, what the hell? They're sitting there watching. They're the closest people to the fighters besides the referee. So no, I don't agree with that at all, and I don't believe in judges having an off night. I don't believe in that. I think that's people score fights in boxing because boxing is corrupted. It's the sport that I love, that I hate so much for a reason, people. So there you go. But him trying to implement all this extra shit now, it just makes me more suspicious of him. But you guys tell me what you think of Mauricio Sulaiman wanting extra judges and video replay. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!